The evolution of Godzilla, king of the monsters. Hey there, monster fans. Ever wondered how a giant radioactive lizard became one of cinema's most enduring icons? From stomping through Tokyo to battling colossal foes, Godzilla has captivated audiences for decades. Stick around as we dive deep into the epic evolution of the king of the monsters. Let's get roaring. The birth of a legend. So, picture this. It's 1954 in Japan. The shadows of World War II linger, and the memories of Hiroshima and Nagasaki are still raw. The atomic age isn't just a sci-fi concept, it's reality. Out of this atmosphere of tension and uncertainty, a creature emerges. Enter Godzilla. Crafted by director Ishiro Honda, the original Gojira wasn't just a monster flick. It was a profound statement on nuclear devastation. Godzilla wasn't just trashing cities for fun. He was a walking, roaring symbol of the destructive power humanity had unleashed. Fun fact: Godzilla's skin texture was inspired by the keloid scars of Hiroshima survivors. Yep, the creators went that far to drive the message home. His very look screamed, remember what happened. The Showa era, 1954 to 1975. Now, as we roll into the Showa era, things start to shift a bit. Godzilla goes through a serious identity crisis. One minute he's the villain, the next he's saving the world. Highlights? Oh, we've got plenty. King Kong vs. Godzilla, 1962, our boy's first color appearance. And pitted against another titan. Mothra vs. Godzilla, 1964, introducing Mothra, the giant moth guardian. It's where the kaiju party really gets started. Destroy All Monsters, 1968, an all-out monster mash. Think of it as the Avengers of kaiju films. Assemble. Godzilla wasn't just for the big screen anymore. He was becoming a household name, especially among kids. Toys, games, even lunchboxes. The king of the monsters was now a pop culture sensation. The Heisei era, 1984 to 1995. Fast forward to the 80s, and Godzilla is back with a vengeance. After a little break, Toho Studios decided it was time for a reboot. And boy, did they go dark. The Return of Godzilla, 1984, kicks off this era, acting like all those Showa sequels didn't happen. Then comes Godzilla vs. Biollante, 1989, where things get weird. Godzilla fights a giant plant monster born from his own cells mixed with a rose and, wait for it, a human soul. With Godzilla vs. King Ghidorah, 1991, we dive into time travel. Because why not? The special effects leveled up. Suitmation was enhanced with animatronics and better pyrotechnics. Godzilla became less of a force of nature and more of a character. The Millennium Era, 1999 to 2004. Entering the new millennium, Godzilla decides to try something new, standalone stories. Each film in this era is like hitting the reset button. Different directors, different takes, and all sorts of wild adventures. Kickstarting with Godzilla 2000. Millennium, 1999, which was Japan's way of saying, nice try, Hollywood, but this is how it's done. Godzilla, Mothra and King Ghidorah. Giant Monsters All-Out Attack, 2001, reimagines Godzilla as a malicious spirit embodying the souls of those lost in World War II. Finally, Godzilla, Final Wars, 2004, hits the scene. Think of it as a monster-sized party celebrating 50 years of Godzilla. The global fanbase was booming, and the monster that started as a cautionary tale had become a universal legend. Hollywood's take, the Monsterverse. Alright, let's talk about the elephant, or should I say giant lizard, in the room. Hollywood's been eyeing Godzilla for a while. Remember the 1998 Godzilla? Some of you might want to forget. But redemption came with Legendary Pictures' Monsterverse. Godzilla, 2014, paid homage to the original while bringing in modern effects. Kong Skull Island, 2017, swings in, expanding the universe. Connecting King Kong and Godzilla? Yes, please. Godzilla, King of the Monsters, 2019, cranked up the action, introducing epic battles with classic kaiju. And of course, Godzilla vs. Kong, 2021. These films not only rocked the box office but also brought Godzilla to a new generation of fans worldwide. Reimagining in Japan, Shin Godzilla. Just when you thought Japan was done, they dropped Shin Godzilla 2016 on us. Directed by the genius behind Neon Genesis Evangelion, Hideaki Anno, this film reintroduced Godzilla. Shin Godzilla is a sharp critique of bureaucracy and governmental red tape. It mirrors the real-life responses to the 2011 Tohoku earthquake and tsunami. The design of Godzilla here is terrifying, multiple forms, each more grotesque than the last. Blending traditional effects with cutting-edge CGI, Shin Godzilla proved that the big guy can still surprise us, even after all these years. Godzilla in other media. But wait, there's more. Godzilla isn't confined to just movies. Godzilla Singular Point, 2021, hit Netflix, combining anime style with a heavy dose of science fiction. Video games and comics. From classic arcade games to modern consoles, fans have been able to play as, or against, Godzilla for decades. The comics? Crossovers galore, merchandise and cameos. Godzilla's face is on everything, action figures, t-shirts, even ramen cups. He's also made some fun appearances in other films and shows, cementing his status as a cultural phenomenon. The cultural significance of Godzilla. So, what's the big deal about a giant lizard stomping around? Well, Godzilla is more than just a movie monster. In the 50s, he was a manifestation of nuclear fears. Globally, he's become an ambassador of Japanese culture, influencing filmmakers and inspiring franchises like Pacific Rim. The ripple effect is real. The Godzilla community is vibrant and passionate. They've kept the fire burning bright. Conclusion. Phew, what a journey, right? From a somber allegory of nuclear destruction to a global pop culture titan, Godzilla's evolution is nothing short of incredible. He's adapted, transformed, and roared his way into the hearts of millions. And despite the changes in design, tone, and storylines, one thing remains constant. Godzilla is a force to be reckoned with. Looking ahead, who knows what's in store? New films, series, maybe even more crossovers. Thanks for tagging along on this monstrous adventure. If you enjoyed this trip down Kaiju Lane, smash that like button, just like Godzilla smashes skyscrapers. Got a favorite Godzilla moment or film? Drop it in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe for more epic tales from the world of cinema. We've got more colossal content coming your way. Until next time, keep it real.